Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now Battlegrounds are back and it's time to start the biggest tournament currently anybody has organized in Malcolms of Champions as far as I'm aware, and it is MCOC Battlegrounds Open Tournament with $2,000 prize fund. Huge thank you to Evizone for that, an amazing company to work with. There are many new cool features coming to their service. It's instant messaging and file transfer service. Definitely check them out in video description. I can't wait to show you and tell you guys about the updates that they are about to launch, and they are also our generous benefactor and sponsor of this tournament. Now with Battlegrounds returning, it's perfect time to launch this baby, and also I will be explaining how to do March Madness style guessing game in regards of this tournament to see who of you can predict future the best and win $200. So even if you did not qualify for the tournament or did not make it or couldn't enter, do not fret. There is still something for you that could potentially result with you winning $200, so stay tuned for that. Before we go any further, first few disclaimers that whoever is in this tournament is there because of their merit, not of any familiar relationships or popularity. That is why we emphasized your Gladiator Circuit rating when you were applying for the tournament, because the lower ranked players ended up getting cut, because we ended up going with 128 people bracket, which inevitably meant that about 30 or 40 people unfortunately didn't make it in the tournament. Next time, hopefully we can organize even bigger tournament. However, just wanted to make sure that people are aware that whoever is in this tournament is there because of their merit, because of their rankings in Gladiator Circuit, and whether they have a channel or not, or how popular they are, or whether they have some friendly relationship with people who are organizing this tournament, none of that mattered. Only thing that mattered was your rating in the Gladiator Circuit. So unfortunately a handful of content creators didn't quite make it in there as well. So you know this is tournament going to represent many of the strongest players in the game. And well, as I said, hopefully the next one can be even bigger. There is one error that resulted due to human error data processing, because it is a lot of work to process all of these entries and register and organize them. And unfortunately, at the very last minute, we did discover that one player who should be in the tournament bracket is not, but it was too late to amend it all because the graphics have been made, brackets have been created, and Oliver is going to reach out to that person and offer them some consolation prize. So hopefully there are no hard feelings over there. And as I said, we are going to be organizing more tournaments in the very near future. Quite possibly next one is going to be a 3-star tournament in order to eliminate unfair roster advantages, and we're going to see how that one goes. But that's about it. So let's get to it. Who exactly qualified? So I'm going to keep these graphics on the screen for a moment, but do not worry if you can't see yourself here. I will also post a Google spreadsheet that we will be using for our March Madness style guessing game, where you will be able to see all of the participants in one single list. Additionally, we did decide that the people who have managed to enter the tournament cannot be eligible to win the March Madness style guessing game, because we wanted something special for the viewers, and we just kind of felt it would be more fair that only people who are not playing in the tournament can enter their own guesses. So here we are. This is gonna be the first slide over here. We already can see that I have entered myself. I actually qualified with the highest total amount of points, so I entered the tournament as seed number 1. We have Sam in there, we have Pepe, The Key, Choco Rocco, a bunch of known players in the community as well. And then you guys will see a ton of content creators like McKins here. And we have Zarafa, and we have Arcanus, Mr. Mac, and Triple U, I believe, has a channel as well. We have Tabasco, so it's Infamous, a teammate of mine. White Mummy is here, Happy McMuffins, Dub West, Max. So a ton of known and very skilled players. Enzo Eigen is in the tournament. Fintech is in there as well. Taters, always a pleasure to see. Buddy Lee. And as I said, yes, there are a ton of very skilled, very popular and great players in this tournament. So it's going to be impossible, you know, to predict who wins, which is why it makes it so interesting. Barrowman is here as well. We have Farrago, Zach the Sword, definitely a great player. Moving on to slide number 6, we have Begil, we have Bazooka, that's a name. Steeler is there. And moving on to slide number 7, we have BB, who I believe would have finished second in the Battleground Season 1 if Kabam actually had banned Modder, so you know he's a very strong player. We have Vladim, we have Blizzard and Canwell and Joker and Crazy Cat Person and MacLeod. And then the slide number 8 with Michael and Bravo, and Legacy himself is in here as well. So this is the bracket. I will post all of these pictures individually on my community section as well, if you want to refer to them. But let's get to the nitty and gritty. Right, so this is how the spreadsheet looks like. And in order to enter, you will have to tap on File, make a copy of this spreadsheet, select your predictions, and selecting the predictions is super easy. I made it as intuitive and as straightforward for you as possible in order for there not to be any errors due to, you know, writing issues or something like that. You all need to work with the drop-down menus. So you select that in between me and Heinz, for instance, Heinz wins, then in between Sam and Azoline, let's say that Sam wins. Let's say Yusafa wins his match. Let's say Pepe wins his match. And then in any next round, in any next bracket, you can only select names that are in the previous fights, basically. So let's say you're going to select Yusafa here, and we're going to select Heinz, and now we're going to have Heinz and Yusafa. So I did spend quite a bit of time making this spreadsheet as easy and intuitive to use as possible. So once you have selected your predictions for the winner, then you need to send this spreadsheet to Oliver, where he will take a snapshot of it, so you are unable to change it throughout the tournament. You have up until 24th of October to submit your predictions. The way this is going to work is that each round has different amount of points a correct guess awards. In short, every single one of these columns, every single one round can earn you a total of 64 points. If you guess the overall winner correctly, that's automatic 64 points. Any correct guess in semifinals, 32 points. Any correct guess in quarterfinals, 16 points, so on and so forth. And basically, I will use some Excel magic and some formulas to automatically double check this and see which guesses have the most points overall. But in order for there not to be any errors, use the drop-down menu and do not type in anything yourself. Just use the drop-down menu, save the copy, and send it over to Oliver using Evizone. Simple as that. Here's even a link to Evizone in case you do not have Evizone account yourself. Last disclaimer. If you are a content creator, you are allowed to stream your matches. Other than that, I prefer if anybody who is participating in this tournament would keep the results confidential in order not to reveal the round 1 results too early, because round 1 is going to coincide with the guess submission timeline. Therefore, if you are a content creator and if you want to stream these matches live, go ahead, fair enough. But especially for week 1, if you are not a content creator, for the first week, at the very least, keep the results to yourself. I will keep you guys updating every single week to showcase you like how the bracket is looking like, as well as we are going to try and showcasing feature matches. Any content creator who is interested and is participating in this tournament is more than willing to help themselves to any footage that they might need. Just ask myself or Oliver, and we're going to get that sent over to you for your own videos, for your own showcases, and for your own coverage. Again, I will leave a link to this spreadsheet in the video description and in the pinned comment. If you want to enter the winner guessing game, you need to make a copy, select your predictions, and send it over to oliverporte@evizone.com using Evizone. Very important. Last few things that I was asked to clarify about the rules of the tournament is that you are allowed to change your deck week from week. So week 1 you can play with one deck, week 2 you can use different deck. You are not allowed to adjust your deck as you are conducting your match with somebody. That is it. Second thing is basically you are also not allowed to touch the pause button for in order to kind of like save your health if you're reaching level 3 or try any restart mulligans or anything like that. Once the match is started, you play through it. You can pause, obviously, if, I don't know, somebody's bugging you, and you can unpause, and that's going to be on you for the time you lose. But at the same time, you can't quit out or restart the app or anything of the sort. There are no reshuffles allowed. There are no boosts allowed of any kind. And you need to send full match footage to the rooms that have been created for you in Evizone using Evizone. So if you do not have video evidence of you playing properly and cleanly, you will be disqualified for the round. Simple as that. If you're going to come back and say, I forgot to record, sorry, you're out. Simple as that. Because the game does have a big problem with modders and cheaters, and we will not tolerate anything like that in our tournament as well. You have to record your games, and you have to send them over so we can check. That, I believe, concludes this video. So, I'll let the games begin. If you have any questions, do not forget to ask them. I will do my best to answer all of them in the comment section, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about